So I wanted to get back into gardening, and I think the first step of that was to get a worm bin to do compost of our food scraps, and most of that consists of coffee grounds and yerba mate, loose leaf, but just about everything that we have goes into the worm bin, and we put that into our plants eventually. And here we got some microgreens, but more on that later. So this one I got on Amazon, and it comes with a few items. You have a spatula, a couple of gloves, and a rake. I find that I typically use the gloves more than anything. The rake and the spatula, in my opinion, aren't really worth a whole lot. But this is the first time that I'm going to be turning the compost. We've been collecting compost materials for about 2 weeks now, so this is the first time I actually have to turn the stuff. We can see what it looks like on the inside after about 2 weeks of collections. The set comes with a few items, including, like I mentioned, the gloves and the spatula, but it also comes with like a coconut brick that you have to moisten and provide a base, before you add the worms. And worms are great composters. It kind of speeds up the process. And as you can see here, even after a couple of weeks, we got, quite a bit of castings and soils that have been produced. Where we go, just mixing it up. There's not a strong smell. You would think that with all the trash and stuff that there'd be a big smell. What you might have, and what eventually ended up happening with our worm bin, were a lot of fruit flies. We live in Florida, and this is January, but the fruit flies do make their way into the house if you leave the doors and windows open, which we do sometimes. And they got into the worm bin. It wasn't a big deal, but I do think that it might be better off leaving this outside in the shade somewhere. It makes it less convenient to actually add the stuff. But here, I am turning the soils, and for the first 2 weeks, I think it's pretty impressive. We're going to keep it up and see what happens, and I'll keep you all posted here. Thanks again.